The scientist privately recruited couples for the project, arranging the IVF himself, partnerships with doctors who were unaware of the gene editing.
All right, guys, welcome,
The
welcome,
news
welcome.
shocked the world and triggered
As
immediate
you guys can
backlash from
see and
scientists,
hear, I
ethicists, and
am
governments.
back and I am
Basically,
actually streaming.
draw it
Today
all
we're gonna be
in
talking
a nutshell.
about the gene editing. Do you guys do? Hopefully, some of you guys know what I'm talking about. There's a debate in the biotech and scientific in science world about human gene editing, about people editing your gene, cutting off some of your gene that they deem not important, and the ethic surrounding it. And we're gonna be talking about Dr. Hugh. I don't even know how to say his name properly. His name is actually Doctor Who. Doctor Who. He's a Chinese doctor, and this dude, he is the first person to um the first person to edit and edit a human baby, edit the gene of human baby, and there's a lot of criticism surrounding that guy, and we want to talk about that. But before I start anything, I just want to let me create some polls and questions about the stream. Yeah. What do you guys think about gene editing? What do you guys if the power what do you guys think of gene editing? Do you think that the human being should allow or like we should allow, oh my god, I'm gonna pin this command and then I will come back and yeah, so I was saying that there's a lot of things going around, and I am in a biotech. I work in a biotech company, and my background is in medicine. And I thought, like, why not discuss this issue that is going around? The issue about Dr. He Jiankui. Is this how you say his name correctly? Let me see. Let me see what is Let me ask Google and see what how to pronounce his name. Doctor Who? Is that how you say his name? Doctor Who. Doctor Who. Jiankui. Who Jiankui. Bro, I don't even know how to say his name correctly, but he's a Chinese doctor. I think he is in Southern University of Science and Technology in China, and he was supposed to give a speech about the babies, the first human to have their gene, the first human born with a gene that was edited prior to them coming to this world. And it is interesting. It is interesting, and it looked like he, um, you know, um, the controversy surrounding gene editing. Like the people of faith, religious people are not um, gonna tolerate that, and all of that non excuses that people give when it come to advancing the human, advancing, like science, and especially by human science. You know what I mean? We do everything when it comes to other species, engineering and all of that, but because of religions and ethic and all of that, human are not able to like we have certain diseases that we have, like diseases like chronic diseases that we're not able to treat, and part of it has to do with the limitations that our our morality and ethic and religions is putting, the barrier, the borders that we limited ourselves, and we needed a human being outside of that culture to come out and engage in this thing. And this is what Dr. Doctor Who. I think his name is Doctor Who. He's from Southern University or Southern University. Is that where he is from? He's from he teach at Southern University of Science and Technology. He work and teach at Southern University Science of Technology. Who do we have here? Who do we have here, guys? I want to see. Um, who do we have? We have a person. Thank you, Ali Santiago. What's up, my friend Ali Santiago? Today's discussion is about Ali Santiago. What's up, my friend Ali Santiago? Today, Ali Santiago. My shit is Let me just move my shit. Ali Santiago. My shit is stop. Can you? What do you want me to? Why do you want me to stop, bro? Why do you want me to stop? We're talking about gene editing. Do you know anything about gene editing? Do you agree with people editing your gene, or you don't agree with that? Um, a lot of people, a lot of people are not for gene editing, and I think they have their reasons, especially religious people. But we have gene editing is here, bro, and not only gene editing. Now we are associating gene editing with AI. So a combination of gene editing and AI is helping human to progress. So we soon, very soon, people will be able to AI will be able to predict based on your gene, predict what kind of diseases your baby will have, and also AI will be able to interfere. So predict and interfere. And this is what is coming, guys. Hit the thumbs up, hit the thumbs up. Let's talk about it. Do you think that we should have a um do you think that we should actually is it we should allow people to edit our gene or no? If you agree with it, yes, let me know why. And if you don't agree, also let me know why. All right. But in China, though, in China, because in this world that we live in, people, if you are not able to do it, there's some other countries that will be doing it. So in the Western world, we have religions that is preventing people from doing work on babies or on embryo. But in China, we have a doctor in China. He's the first doctor. He is the first doctor to edit a human gene while it is still a human embryo. So there's two twins. I think one set of twins were born with a gene um, edited. So that's the thing. His name, I think, is Doctor Who. Doctor Who. Doctor Who. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think that is we should allow people to edit gene or not? Should we allow people? Should we allow AI? Okay, not people. Back in the days, the Chinese doctor. I think the reason why people were complaining is because of it is him that was doing it. It wasn't associated with AI, but now we have AI. So there's something called is it CRISPR Cas9 plus AI editing, gene editing. So instead of just human, we have an assistant. A software, a robot that is assisting us. So the accuracy will be even better. So yeah, do you think that gene editing is something that we need to embark on, or are you with the opinion that we should just avoid anything and everything that is related to gene editing? Let me know. Let me know, my friend, amigo. Let me know. As for me, I think we should just go ahead and and accept the reality. The reality is that we are acting as though human life is more important than other life out there, which is not true, bro. We are all the same. If we are able to edit the other species life, if we are able to manipulate other species gene, then we should also do it to human. That's at least that's what I'm taking. I think we should just um allow it. We should just start allowing it. I don't know what is the problem with humanity. Like we allowed people to create nuclear bomb. You know, you allow people to create bomb that can unalive a lot of people, but you're not ready to allow people to create you're not ready to allow scientists to embark in human gene editing. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's up. But I want to talk about, so doctor. I want to look at the background of this doctor. His name is Doctor let me see. Doctor He Jianku. Doctor He is that who? In Chinese, when you say he is who actually? Doctor Hu He Juanku. This is the guy I'm talking about, guys. Have you ever heard of him? Doctor He Jianku. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that He Jianku, of this guy. Have you ever heard of him? Are you seeing him? Let me try to put it correctly, to put it closely so that you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. Here is Doctor Hu Jianku, or he Jianku, or Hu Jianku. So he is the guy that I show you, is the first guy. He's the first human. He's the first scientist. We want to give a credit. We want to give credit to people um, that are actually doing something. So he's a Chinese guy. His name is He Jianku, and he's a Chinese biophysicist. He's the first to use of genome editing in human in 2018. So He Jianku, Dr. Hu Jianku, is known to be the first human, the first human to use gene editing in human. And he is actually associate professor of biology at the Southern University of Science and Technology in Shenzhen, Guangdong. Is that Guangdong? I don't know how to say the name of this Chinese city. Before his dismissal from the university in January 2019, and um, he announced in 2018, in November 2018, he announced that he had created the first human genetically edited baby, twin girls, who were born modified with HIV resistant in October 2018 and were known by their pseudonym Lulu and Nana. The announcement was initially praised in the press as a major scientific advancement. However, following scrutiny on how the experiment was executed, he received widespread condemnation from public and scientific community. And an investigation report showed that he raised money for his research to evade government and university research regulation. So, guys, this is what is happening. I think there's a jealousy among the scientific community in the world. There are certain group of scientists that are trying to keep all the big discoveries and inventions. They undermine the invention of some people, of some scientists from other part of the world, only to later on credit that discovery, or take that discovery and re I don't know, re-engineer a discovery that was done by a person, and then they come and tell you that, oh, there's a discovery. Hello, tonton Minon, comment tu vas? Je me porte bien, ça va très bien. Yeah, how are you doing, my friend? Long time not seen. Today I decided to talk about this gene editing as a person of faith, of religious, a person of faith. What do you think about this what is it, the shit that is going in the world? There's a controversy surrounding Chinese scientist. His name is Hugh 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 Jiankui. He is the first person to actually do genome editing in human. So he used, you remember our friend, our colleagues, the guy, what is his name again? Our colleague from Phoenix. He's from Phoenix. He work in a lab, and his work involved CRISPR Cas9 gene editing. So this dude right here, he's the first human to actually um, perform that genome editing in human. And so there's a big controversy surrounding his what he did. A lot of people, a lot of scientific community in the world. Actually, when he did it, when he published when he announced that there are two twin sisters that were, he did the thing. He genetically edited twin sisters while they were still embryo, and then this twin sister, I think he gave them a name of Lulu and Nana, and when they were born they have a so he edited their gene. I think their mom or their parents were HIV positive. He edited their gene, and these two children were born without they have a gene that is resistant to HIV virus. And so when it was announced, the scientific community in the world started condemning what he did. um, and so what do you think? What did I think the paper, actually, let me see the paper. I mean his paper, because he doesn't want to show the paper how he did. So it has been 2 years since Jiankui, Chinese researcher and ex-professor at Southern University of Science and Technology in Shenzhen, China, created the first germline edited baby. He sparked an international outcry and was sentenced to prison for 3 years for violating government ban on the clinical procedures of gene editing on human embryo for reproductive purposes. He claimed to give the twins, known by their pseudonym Lulu and Nana, resistant to HIV by disabling. So he didn't remove anything. He just went ahead and disabled a gene that was associated, a gene that would make them will make the baby prone to HIV. So he went ahead, he disabled that gene. He cut that portion of gene, and when he cut it out, so now the babies are not gonna be, they will be resistant. So it's as though they have an antibody that is like resisting the HIV. Yeah, for me, I think there's a hypocrisy, bro. There's a hypocrisy associated with all research, big inventions. There's certain. It look like for me, it's just like for me, what I read so far about the issue, it is not much about what he did, because what he did is actually he succeeded in doing what he's doing. It is much that certain community in the world, they feel like every discovery, every scientific invention and discovery should pass through them. Like, there are certain institutions in the world. We don't need to mention their name. They are all around the world, and they're gatekeeping discovery. Like if someone come up with something that is interesting, an invention that is interesting, they always undermine that inventions, only for them to come later on, maybe 50 years, or rebrand that discovery, and then credit it to one of the person that is close to them. So I think the outcry, because the international outcry and the international condemnation, they went and they put pressure on Chinese government, and they to put the guy in prison. Even though the guy went private. He was associate professor at the Southern University of Science and Technology in Shenzhen, China. He quit, I guess, or he quit just to go and start doing his own. And he got financed by other private companies. And so I don't see any issue with that. I don't see any issue with that. The permission is that we all know what the permission is all about. Who is supposed to give the permission? He's a professor. He's a He's a professor. He's a biology professor, unlike me, and he in his lab, he the one who's supposed to be. We shouldn't allow people. I think I don't know. This is my take. I think we shouldn't allow people outside of lab, people who do not know, who are not expert on the domain to come and dictate what we should or shouldn't do. I mean, if we I mean, the ethic people that are condemning the gene editing right now are the same people who are silent when human being decided to create nuclear bomb, for instance, or atomic bomb. So these are the things that atomic bomb and nuclear bomb were designed specifically to cause harm on human being, right? But you never heard of these people, no complaint whatsoever, and everybody was silent. But now that we're talking about gene editing, like a nuclear bomb and atomic bomb kill how many people, unalive how many people? We all know that, or even bullet. The person that when the bullet were being invented, bullet is designed to unalive, right? But no, none of these ethical people, you don't hear them. You know, they don't have even they don't have a say when we are designing like bullet guns, missile, or to the point atomic bomb and all of these by what is it, biological weapons, all of it. You don't hear nothing from the ethical community and religious community. They're silent. But when it come to things that is like gene editing human, oh, now there's ethic, now there's we should be worried about what we should or shouldn't do, because human life is sacred. I don't know where they come with the notion that human life is sacred. If human life is sacred, why is it that um we are silent about certain things? So and gene editing, this CRISPR Cas9, it need to be regulated. I agree with you. I agree with you that it need to be regulated. I agree with you that it can be correct. Do you guys, for some of you guys who are out there, maybe if you have watched this week, there's a Superman, right? Superman out there, and so this dude right here, he and his wife is a Canadian of Chinese descendant. So she's originally from China, but she's living in Canada. She's also an what is it? She has a company. Her company is actually also in biotech. And I listened to her interview, and there's a possibility that very soon, we will be able to actually have people that can fly. So this is where we're going. So all of these character that we are seeing in the movies, the superhuman character that we're seeing in movie, very soon or not very soon, we as a human will be able to actually go ahead and um and achieve those kind of what is it, those human. But yeah. Yeah, so guys, what's your take on the CRISPR Cas9? Tell me the reason why you are against or you are for human genome editing and human genome editing. And tell me, and let's discuss about this thing. So the first, again, for those of you who are joining me right now, I think it need to be stopped, bro. Oh, so what is the reason why do you think it need to be stopped? Give me the good reason as to why you think it need to be stopped. This is guy, for those of you who are coming right now, this is the first guy to actually genome to perform a genome editing in a human. You guys need to know his face, because people are trying to take the credit away from him. We need to give credit where credit is due. This is the first person. His name is Dr. Jiankui. And what he did is, it looked like there's a couple that came to him. I think they are HIV positive or something like that. And they came to his lab, and he decided that, okay, you know what, I can. And this couple were worried that their baby may be born with HIV. So they went to see him. He, as a professor, he decided that, okay, he can help them. And his help was that, okay, we can. And he went ahead, he used the technology called CRISPR Cas9. CRISPR For those of you who don't know, CRISPR-Cas9 is a kind of a biotech that is a gene editing method where you use that technology technique to cut pieces of gene. Let's say you have a mutation in a certain area, or you have undesirable area in a gene, so you use that technique to cut that portion, or out and to insert another portion. And that technique is being used, um we have been using it in on bacteria and certain smaller animal, but we never used it on human being, and this is the first time that we're using it on human being. And people are crying about that. So son of Soweto say, because we don't know what will be the limit. For example, we don't know what will be consequences on things like empathy, consciousness, an organization like a military will use to create soldier who with no remorse. Yes, I agree with you. On one side, there's this thing that people will be using. They will be creating a semi-human or a superhuman. Like I was telling you, there's a possibility very soon in the future, human being will be able, all of these Marvel characters will be able to genetically uh, produce this Marvel character. So a flying human being, or a human being with a huge human being that will be able to fight maybe an elephant. We will be able to do all of it, the kind of hogs and then everything. But now, on one side, the best part of it is that if you were to use it correctly, gene editing, and in association with AI. So this doctor right here, when he performed his gene editing on the children, on his clients, he did it without an AI system. So he did it back in 2018, and he did it by himself, no assistant whatsoever. So his technique is prone, because it's a human technique, and is prone to mistake. Now there's a new technology that emerged, AI. So now the CRISPR-Cas9 gene editing is associated plus AI. So that would be more, I think, it will be like more effective, less prone to mistakes and all of that. Yeah, son of Soweto, there's I agree with you that there's an issue with people using it for the wrong reasons. But like I say, we have to just admit, we have reached a point whereby human life is no longer sacred, bro. It's been a it's been for a long time. We were led to believe that we are the most important. Human life is sacred. But for me, since the creation of the invention of missile, the invention of atomic bomb, of nuclear bomb, even the bullet, the guns, all of it is an indication that human beings are not sacred. If we don't have any problem with those kind of things coming to existence, we should just go ahead and shut up and chill, and allow technology like CRISPR-Cas9 to just exist like it is right now. What you saying? I wanted to be stopped, but they won't stop. Yeah. So, like I say, guys, this is the guy, the associate professor of biology at the Southern University of Science Technology in Shenzhen, Guangdong, China. He got dismissed from the university. So you see, guys on one side. This guy, what he did is not he's not even he didn't I didn't I think he just disabled. He cut the portion of the gene of the twins. That portion of the gene that portion of gene that would allow the twins to be susceptible to HIV virus. He cut it out, so he disabled that gene, and the children were born, and they are resistant to HIV. So even though their parents were HIV positive, those kids, those babies, are now resistant. They're resistant to all of that nonsense. So that's what he did, and I think we need to applaud him. I think what he did is I mean, there, people are worried about that, the consequence. They worry about maybe that portion of gene also have some functions that it will come with side effects. But all medication has side effect, guys. If you don't know about it, I worked in a hospital for a long time. I used to be a doctor, so all medication come with the side effects. Whether it is not whether it is cancer medication, diabetic medication, hypertension medication, all of these medication, they come with side effects, you know. So yeah, the medication we using also come with side effects. People are worried about, oh, what happened when you cut that gene, that portion of gene that is HIV susceptible, maybe that portion of that gene is associated with something. So by cutting that portion, you are resistant to HIV, but you may be prone to something else. And I think all of our medication, the current medication that we have, especially the cancer medication, chemotherapy and radiotherapy is terrible. It's just poison. It's poison. The reason why, majority of people that go through is like you're racing. You and cancer is racing is racing each other. Who is gonna be more resistant? If your cell die before the cancer, that's it. That's why the what is it? The prognosis, the success rate for chemotherapy is very low. Majority of people who go chemotherapy, they're not gonna make it out. Sometimes it's 9 out of 10 people who do chemotherapy, they just disappear. But people don't want to admit that. So, yeah, guys, we have arrived. We have arrived very soon. And for those of you for those of you out there who are watching Superman, remember, there will be human very soon, maybe not in our time because of religious people and ethical people out there that are limited, that are slowing down the technological advancement on human, or the manipulation of human gene. But after us, like, very soon after us, there will be a superhuman that will be flying around. There will be there will be I don't know what kind of Superman character that out there. All of them will be created in the lab. Just like you see what is happening with our food, with the chicken, right? You see how they are being genetically modified. You see what is happening with the cows. Everything that we eat now is genetically modified from plant to animal. And what you are, what you eat. So if you accept to eat plants and animal who are genetically modified, then you should accept also to be genetically modified, right? Okay, I would like to be stopped, but no, what the guy did is criminal. He should have first gotten all the support from other in the scientific community. I told you that you cannot trust the scientific community. I told you the scientific community is the most is the most divided and most jealous. They all are envious of each other. The scientific community, they want to limit, they want to be able, there are certain scientific community that are living in certain countries. They want to get get keep all the discovery, big discovery and inventions, all of it. They want it to come. There are certain institutions, um, universities and institutions around the world that are gatekeeping the discovery. They will not accept, like let's say South Africa discover a HIV cure. In South Africa, there's a HIV cure that is discovered. This scientific community that you're talking about around the world, they will not accept your method. They will not accept it. They will just read your paper. They want to cheat. They want to take your paper, read it, and understand what you did, and reproduce it behind the back door, behind the door, and then wait like maybe 50, 100 years later, and then repurpose, re-engineer what you did, and credit that and credit one of their own about the invention or the discovery. So the scientific community is not to be trusted. I feel like the scientific community is very hypocritical. They're just there. They just like Do you think that's the reason why people pay a lot of money to go to certain Ivy League school? And they want it to stay like that. They will not, even among among the the same community, like even in the same country, Ivy Leagues have their place. So Yeah, and that's the reason why I say it's very difficult for human advancement. We need people that can, we need scientists that can actually violate rule, can get out of the all of the rules that were put by certain people. And that dude actually was able to do that, and they put pressure on him. And right now, the scientific community around the world, they're crying that he's not publishing his paper about his method. They want to see his methodology. They want to see how he did what he did to achieve the you know the this empire. She's supposed to be awarded Nobel Peace Prize, but Nobel Prize for a scientific discovery. But he's not gonna get it. They're gonna use ethic. They're gonna use certain things ethic, and they're gonna use morality, and they're gonna do they're just gonna shut him out. But yeah, the scientific, I agree with you that way. If you are just working for, all of us who are working toward a single goal, it doesn't matter where you are. If you discover something, we all embrace it. Then that would make sense. But it's not the way it is. I don't think they can create a superhuman because they won't manufacture consciousness. Well, consciousness, and all of these things. I think consciousness and all of these things is just a product of your environment, of who you are. Like I said, every even like there there's some IV babies. What is it? There are baby that are born outside of the belly of their mom. Not long time ago, those what how do they call them? Those fertility clinic whereby the baby is the eggs is fertilized outside of the wombs, and the eggs, and actually they have right now they have equipment that will allow that embryo to grow outside of the womb and everything, and just independent of the mom. um not long time ago, if you were to tell somebody that a human being we will arrive at a point whereby all of this process of pregnancy can take outside of a human body, people will tell you that that baby will not have consciousness and that baby will not be considered as a human. But yeah, I work with one of my colleagues. She is like that. She was born. She was fertilized. Her parent, I think, were having issue to getting pregnant, and she was fertilized outside of the of her mom and parents, and she was grown in a lab, and until she reached a point, and then I think she was put back to her mom and shit like that. So yeah, things are happening, man. Things are happening in labs around the world. We just need to go ahead and accept what is going on. We should not just be we just ethic is there, but consciousness is the state of being aware of and responsive to and surrounding itself. Yeah, so that thing will happen, my friend. Don't worry about it. That thing will happen. That consciousness that you're talking about will happen whether you are born. I think is a product, and maybe is it different because no two human being have the same consciousness, right? We all our consciousness is based on our environment and the things, the external factors, that affect us or affect our parents. So consciousness, if consciousness will never happen, then they're not human, right? I think consciousness will happen. I told you that there are certain people IVF procedures is just a simple way of reproducing the what is it, the reproduction process. Yeah, and like I say, in the IVF, you know that there are people consciousness is not cultural. Well, you think consciousness is not cultural? Okay, how do you define? You already defined. What is it then? What is it if consciousness is not cultural? What do you think is consciousness? I think for me, I think it doesn't matter what it is. But if you're human, if you're alive, you will always have consciousness. Do you think that animal have consciousness, are conscious of the environment, or they're not? So IVF is happening. People used to back in the days, not long time ago. people used to be people used to object the idea of people human being having what is it IVF, or we touching human being we actually touch it. You know, right now there's a procedures, you know, there's people are performing surgical procedures while the baby inside the you know, the uterine baby inside, they can intrauterine procedure, surgical procedure is happening. So if there's all of those congenital anomaly can be performed surgically, they can be modified, baby can be modified while the baby is still in the belly of their mom. So we have arrived at that point. We need to just go ahead and accept the reality. And let me tell you something. People talk about natural and not natural. Anything that a human being can perceive, can think of it, can think of it, and can do is, for me, is natural, right? Anything, anything that a human being can do is natural. Is natural for me. Conference. So this doctor, November 2020 International Summit on Human Genome Editing. So in this international summit, I think a bunch of doctors, bunch of scientists. It's funny how a bunch of scientists just become like, just decide to become religious. They act like religious people when they are meet when someone when they meet somebody who's like who have done something, who has done something that they never did before. So like all of these scientists, when all of this is a conference, all of these scientists that are criticizing Doctor Who for what he did, and they were acting as though they are religious people, you know, and they're the first one when they come back to the Western world, they're the first one to say, hey, this is science should be separated from you know, from religious gathering or religious thinking. But when they met that dude who did anything, who did something that they were not able to do, and who's the first person to do it, they become as all of them become like a religious what is it, pastors or imam or or something like that. Yes, animals are conscious of their own existence, but human beings have an extra capacity. Yeah, yeah. I mean, so do you think that all human beings have the same capacity, same level of consciousness, or different human have like different level of consciousness? That's the thing. So if you think that all human beings have the same level of capacity, then that's fine. But if you think that all of us, we all have different level of consciousness, then when the baby that will be born will be genetically, that are born but that were genetically edited, they will also have their own consciousness. It may not be the same as you and me, but it is also it is still a consciousness, right? Yes, we can deal with the biological aspect of the being, but we can create a soul on which rests his consciousness. What is a soul in a scientific world? In a scientific world, the soul for me doesn't exist, guys. Guys, do you think that soul exists? For me, I think in a scientifically speaking, a soul is something that human being created. Is something that is subjective. It's not objective. Objective speaking of how do you say it? My English is not that good, but objectively that consciousness is for me, it doesn't exist. I think a human being like that, all everything in you make you who you are. So there's no consciousness. Like when we dig deep inside us, there's not something that we find we can see, oh, this is consciousness, oh, this is soul. There's no soul. Even the mind and all of it, I think all of it is just a product of human uh thing. The soul is your consciousness rest, is where your consciousness rests. I'm not talking on religious things. Okay, so where your consciousness rests, because I don't where it is, where do you find your soul, and how do you find your soul? That's the thing. Because scientifically speaking, being conscious is a state of mind. I don't even know. It's like awareness is conscious, and awareness different. Is there's different between consciousness, being conscious of your conscious and not and being aware of your surroundings, of your existence. I don't think there's a difference between that, but soul and all of that, I am not. The human being has two parts, just like a phone, hardware and software. Okay, I think okay, so the software, I think for me the hardware and software, um what is it? Where's the software then? I even have been lost words. Where is the software? Do you think that the so like is like all of our hardware combined together created something that we call software, but we don't even know where's that software, right? We don't even know where's that software. The human being has two part. The hardware is the body, and the software is your consciousness. Oh, so you think the software? So but that's a different kind of software. Yeah, but yeah, but okay, and so it looked like it has more than that. You say the hardware is the body, the software is your consciousness, and then you say the soul is where your consciousness rest, or where your consciousness is at. What make you Minon is that thing that is you, that make you different from me and others. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's what I was saying. That is your experience, right? Is your experience and your okay. So let me ask you this: Do you think that you and your body are the same thing, or there's you and then there's your body? Do you think that your body is just is just a vehicle, it's just a transportation, um it's just like a machine that you're in, that you're residing in, or you think you and your body is just a one thing? You were born with your body, which is a combination of that. The day, like, when you are one cells is you, and then when you develop to multiple cells is still you, until when you were born, and then you start gathering those informations, because there's a period in all of our life that we all of us didn't have any consciousness, we didn't have soul, right? And then out of nowhere you popped out. You're out of your, you start realizing that you exist, that is you. And then you start gaining or gathering a lot of information. The experience that you're gaining give you um your personality, right? Oh, I don't know, at least that's the way I think about it. Okay, if you and your body are ones, then that mean there's no other thing. That mean your experience is your for my consciousness to be active, it need a body. Yeah, so your body is a your consciousness is a result of the body. So that's what I was trying to say. I was saying that we all have different, we all are product of our environment. We all are different. We are the same, but we also are different. Even two twins, or even twins, they're a little bit, you can find differences between them, even though they were born in the same environment. They have same, they have same education, all of that, but they still, no, the consciousness is not the result of the body. So where's the consciousness from? Where's the consciousness from? But guys, listen to this. For those of you who are coming right now, I'm talking about gene editing. There's a Chinese professor. I think his name is Dr. Hu, and he's the first person to perform genome editing on human being. And his work actually resulted in a baby. in twins, born, twin that are born with a without a gene that will make them susceptible to HIV. So these twins sisters, I don't know even whether they twin boys or twin girls, are born. um what Doctor Who did actually, he went at the couple, the parent of the twins are were are HIV positive, so they came to see him, and he actually working as a biotechnologist, as a researcher. He told them that he will be able to have the patient came and said that they want their children to be born free of HIV. So he went ahead, he performed genome editing on those baby while they were still embryo, and he cut out, or he disabled that part of the gene that will make those twins susceptible to genome editing. Um, Susceptible to HIV. Consciousness is that thing that make you aware of the body, and a dead body has no consciousness. You see, that's the reason why I say that. You say, for my consciousness to be active, I need a body. No, the consciousness is not a result of the body. That's what I'm saying. That if you say that if you're dead, you do not have consciousness, that means your body, your consciousness is a consequence of your body. So without your body, without your bodies and everything that make your body what it is, you won't have consciousness, right? That's what I'm trying to say. And I think so, like I say, consciousness for me, I see it as awareness, as being aware, as it start for me from the moment that you start moving. I think from the moment, I don't know, I feel like, and that's the debate about abortion that is going on here in the state, whereby people are asking, okay, when is the right time? When is the baby actually? When is the embryo or cell can be considered a human being, or it has a, some people say, oh, 2 weeks. Some people say 3 weeks. So I don't know. You caught you on live today. Yeah, Tamino Minini, welcome back. Welcome back. I was trying to actually contact you, send you an email about the work that we wanted to do together, but I didn't get a time for that. But you're thinking that the two are mutually exclusive. I'm saying that the two are mutually inclusive, the body and the consciousness. Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's for me. I think we agree on many things. I think we agree that, for me, what I'm saying, that the body, because people who are spiritual, people who are ethical, who are religious, they see a soul as something that is independent of a body. They don't see you as a person. When they see me, they don't think of me as that body. They think that body is just a vehicle for me. Me myself, I will still be here even when my body is no longer working. So they see your body as a vehicle that you use to live, to do certain things. So a body is just like a person riding a car, or a person riding, I don't know, a bicycle. That's what religious people think when they see you. And so they think of your soul. Your soul is something that is independent of your body. That your soul is always being. Your soul is always there. And that, that's why that's why religious people, they always see, like, as life. They see life as they see life as not the end, the ending of your life as not the ending of you. That's why there's a punishment, there's a hell and fire, not for your body, because your body will be destroyed after when you're dead, but for your soul, right? So, yo, what's up, Tamino Minini, son of Soweto? I was going to ask you your opinion on race mixing during Sunday Live. I believe they will never be able to create a superhuman being who can fly, because that won't create consciousness. Yo, what's up, Maus Bosor? Oh, your love from Jordan. Thank you, man. Love you, man. I'm from Chicago. We're talking about people and gene editing, and I'm saying that very soon, not in our lifetime, but very soon, maybe when me and you are no longer here, people will be able, scientists will be able to create all the Marvel character that you see. all the Marvel characters, like from Superman. The Superman is running right now in the theater. People, they will be able to create human being that will be able to fly. There will be a lot of technology in gene editing. There will be in gene editing. Gene editing involve, like, cut part of the gene out, and put some other part of the gene in. So they will be able to investigate. They will be able to mix and match between two species of different two different species. Us Basul, what's up, my brother? I see the way you're writing, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. The minute I'm race mixing. Yo, you love from Jordan. Okay, thank you. Thank you for the love from Jordan, man. I would like to edit my children gene to prevent him from being overweight. Damn, that's the thing. So in gene editing, because when many people when they think about gene editing, they only see the negative side of gene editing, which is the side that all of us don't want to see. But also there's a positive side of gene editing, which is like you would be able to get rid of certain disease. And now, Tamino Minini, the people who are with the presence of the technology AI, there's a now CRISPR Cas9 plus AI. So no longer, like when Doctor Who performed that gene editing on those two children back in 2018, he did it on by himself and the scientists that were working with him. So this is human. He did it, and he's the first human to do it, to perform that procedures. But he did it on his own, no AI. So now we have AI. AI, with the assistance of AI, we will be able, the procedure will be more accurate, and we will be able to predict certain diseases based on you. So you, the dad, you can go, they can read all of your gene, and they can see what are the diseases that your children will be prone to, and based on that they can go ahead and do a preventive medicine. So the preventive medicine will start from the womb, from the time when they during the time of fertilization, actually. Or they can actually do we'll be able to do gene editing, gene editing on human being, on adult human being, like, I think we will reach that point. And like I said, they will be mix matching. You will have 1,000 years from now, we will have a mixture of human and a lion. That's a superhuman. A lion and a human will come together in a lab, and they will create those people. Those are the future military personnel. We will have a military unit that will be different from human. We will have a police, the security guys won't be a human being. We will have a semi-human. We will start with robot, and then we'll move from robot to a what is it? How do you call it? How do you call it? Mixture between a human and and robot, which is a semi-human. So we reach that. Love from Jordan. Love from Jordan. Welcome, my friend from Jordan. I think people should be allowed to love whomever they want, and nobody should dictate. Yeah, I agree with you. The minute just watch the diet. I mean, just watch their diet and get them involved into sport. Yeah, that's a good thing. I mean, they provide. I think I agree with you that food, exercise is the best medication out there. Take it from me. I worked in a medical. I worked in a hospital. I'm a doctor. I used to be a doctor. I'm now a scientist. So yeah, exercising, eating good food, that's the best medication. But also we have some genetic diseases, like there's some abnormality. We have some crazy shit, man. There are certain children that are born, you don't even know what to do with them. Certain embryo, is a messed up situation. They are in a messed up situation. So we need those kind of technology to be around, so that we can prevent or we can intervene during the formation of those early stages of early developmental stage of those embryo. We need to get people need to be able to intervene and prevent the possible disaster. Usbasul Guak, say hi to you, my friend. What's up? What time is it right now in your country, in Jordan? So this is the doctor. Listen to how the scientific community are. Listen to how they the scientific community, or become like a religious group. They're trying to crucify this doctor, because he's Chinese. I think part of it is race. I love Cage, man. Thank you very much. Thank you, my friend. I love you, my friend. I love you. It's 11:27. Wow. Wow. This is you know, we are still here. It is 3:27.
That would be have the have more people once you eat. Yeah, in total 8 authors enrolled for this study, and one dropout. And for the new 7 authors, uh, this could be similar in father was HIV positive, mother was HIV negative. Yes, the criteria.
So as you guys can hear, this is the guy, Tamino Minini. This is the guy. So as you guys can hear what he's saying. Oh, you say is 9:27 in Nigeria. Okay. All right. So this is the professor. The professor is telling us that the reason why he has to intervene. So the patient that came to him and the Chinese patient that came to the professors, they were 8 of them, you know, and all of them were HIV positive, and they wanted to have children they wanted to have a healthy children, and they went around. There's no hospital that can give them that option. Everyone is telling them that you're HIV positive. Your baby will be there's a chance that your baby will be HIV positive. We can't do nothing. And so they came to him. We want to have the we want to be able to have our gene, have our, have babies, but we don't want them to suffer. We don't want them to have to be HIV positive. And he agreed to have them, and so he decided to perform that procedure. So it's not like he's going around um and cutting people's gene. Yazan Rihan, what's up, my brother? Where you from? Tell me where you're from, guys. Hit that thumbs up so that we can have a lot of people. I think this is a very important topic that people we need to start talking about this kind of topic. Because the same people that back in 2018 that were crazy about gene editing, now people, we have a technology whereby we can use CRISPR-Cas9 gene editing plus AI. So AI will be helping us, AI will be assisting us into performing that kind of procedures. Yazan from Jordan, what's up, man? What's up? How are you doing? Do you know Us Basul? Hi, Yazan. I'm from Jordan also. Man, I got a lot of people from Jordan. I have to say that, I like my Jordanese people. You guys are the best. Jordanian are the best. Yes, Jordanian are the best, man. Jordanian are the best. What are you guys doing? Do you guys do you guys like science? Do you guys like science? We're talking about biotech and science and stuff like that. For some of you guys who are still, I think majority of you guys are in school. Can you try to answer the question that I have on the screen? Which one doesn't belong? Look at this thing. This is a biotech stuff. This is a biotech stuff. I want you guys to try to answer that. But please don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up, bro.
Requires the father to be HIV positive and the mother to be HIV negative,
Okay.
and plus some age requirement. So, uh, so for all the couples, they after informed consent for multiple rounds, informed consent with scientists and also with the team members, and then on the normal IVF procedure. So collect eggs, and then we inject messenger protein and get on a. And I'm sorry, how many eggs total between the 7 couples? So in total, we have 31 process. That number is yeah, it's 30 embryo process. That
Oh, okay. So it looked like the technology was done. So let's say, so this technique, are you Muslim, Cage Lion? Oh, I mean, I'm not Muslim. I'm not Muslim, but I don't discriminate. I don't discriminate at all. I like everybody. I like everybody. Are you where in Jordan are you from? So to go back to the case, it looked like this CRISPR Cas9, the Doctor Who actually, I mean, the editing happened on eggs. So it looked like because the mom, or you from Amman, Jordan, man, guys, once I get to like 100K, I will be visiting you guys from I will be visiting Amman. I'll be visiting there. I will be coming to see what you guys are doing. How are you guys doing? So do you know anything about editing, my friend Usbasul? Let's go. Yep, let's go, bro. Let's go. We should meet up. Yes, yes, we should meet up, my friend. What do you do actually? Do you go to school, or you oh, you already out of school? No, you don't. I don't. Oh, okay. King Hashimio, what's up, man? What's up? Long time not seen. I am today. We're talking about scientific discovery and about gene editing in human. Do you know anything about gene editing? Editing? Do you think that we should allow doctors and robots to edit the gene of the baby before they were born? Yes or no? And tell me the reason why you agree or not agree. I go to school. Okay, that's great. Alhamdulillah. 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 Oh, you have no idea about gene editing. All right. Gene editing, for those of you who don't know, there's a technique called CRISPR-Cas9. It's just that you know, CRISPR-Cas9 is gene cutting gene out or something, or cutting or removing a portion of a gene, and or adding a portion of, you just cut a portion of a gene that you don't like, and add uh some other portion that you like, or you cut it out. That's it. So yeah, we're talking about doctor, a scientist, the first scientist in the world, or the first human in the world to perform genome editing on children. He is an associate professor of biology at the Southern University of Science and Technology in Guangdong, China. And it is tough out there. You know, me and Us are cousin. Oh, really? Man, it's nice. It's nice to know that you guys are cousin, and you guys are enjoying yourself. Um, what about Hashnimio? Hashnimio, thank you for the thumbs up, guys. Thank you for the thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up. The topic is very important. Have any one of you guys watched the new Superman movie? Have any one of you guys watched the new Superman movie? Yes or no? Thank you for giving a thumbs up. Thank you for giving a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to share this stream with your friends, so that they can actually come and know what is going on. I'm watching it tomorrow. Okay. You see, very soon. So gene editing, the technology that I'm talking about, very soon, maybe 100 years from now, we will be able to create human being that will be able to fly. So we will be able, because of the technology that I'm talking about right now. Look at me, King Asnimio. Because of that technology, human being will be able to create any superhuman character, any Marvel character, the Hulk. Um, what is it? What's that name? The name of that villain in End of Infinity War. What's that guy? Thanos. They will be able to create a huge human being, like a big human being that will be able to fight elephants. It's so big, so muscular, bigger than elephant. Human being will be able to create that kind of human. Um, we will also be able, human being will be able to combine. They will be able to combine between two species, meaning we will be able, laboratory speak, in the lab, we will be able to create a mixture between, for instance, a lion and a human. So you'll create something that is not a lion and not a human, and you'll be able to create, you see those dragon, like the what is it, the dinosaur that are long gone. People will be able to create animal right now, or they will be able to use the gene, some of the gene of the dinosaur will be, they will be able to create dinosaur that will be flying. So all of this Marvel character that you think is just something that is just in our imagination, all of it will come to exist with us on this planet Earth, and we will have a super military, super policeman. Those are super military. So no longer human being like you, normal person like you and me will be sent to fight a war to die, but big country will be creating a superhuman that will go out and fight. And the police that will be serving us in the cities is no longer going to be human being. It's going to be another superhuman. So this is where we're going, and that's the technology that I'm talking about. That's what we're going. But right now, religious people are saying no, and ethical people are saying no to gene. They don't want, because so far we have started manipulating the gene of certain bacteria, certain plants, certain animal, but we didn't touch human. We don't want to manipulate the human gene because of the side effects. Because people actually, you will see people, you see, instead of people, ladies right now, people are having plastic surgery, right? People are having plastic surgery. They want their nose to be in a certain way. They want their face to be a certain way. So no longer the plastic surgery will be done prior to your birth. So you can, if you want your children to look a certain way, we will achieve that. We will reach that point whereby we can genetically modify your gene when you are still embryo, to give you a shape or a characteristic that you would like to see in your children. And also, the good side of it is that we will also be able, like for instance, if you are coming from if your family is obese, is prone to obesity, people getting fat, and all of your family are fat, we can actually investigate that, and we can prevent that. No longer people will be suffering from diabetes, hypertension, and all of that. I have a question. Okay, go ahead, King Hasnimio. What's your question? Okay, Lion, my favorite YouTuber. Can you try to say this for me, please? What? Gawak ya Zalmati Habibi El Gab. Did I say it correctly? Gawak ya Zalmati Habibi Al Galb. Habib El Galb. All right. Guys, how about we play a game? Yes, go ahead, play a game. This is the question. I want you guys to be familiar with the things. These are the things that can allow us to achieve what we want to achieve. Tamino Minini, uh, with the hip of Congolese who can dance. I want to create a 6'5" son who can never be overweight, as dense bone, large lungs, and well, a Kenyan legs built for stamina mixed with Nigerian leg built for speed. Damn, bro. And so all of this, like, but I think even when we reach a point whereby where we will have a superhuman, we will still also have normal human. So we will have race. There will be race between the superhuman, the one that you're describing. There will be race that is for these guys, for these semi-human, genetically or what do you call it? Mixture between human and robot. And then there will be a race, like, a Olympic for human, for normal human. But then they have to start banning, no longer people will be complaining about, are you using drugs to give you advantages? People will be actually asking, are you really a normal human being? That would be the complaint. With hip of Congolese who can dance, bro, the son of Soweto. Yeah, man. In Africa, that's the every country in the world will be. But I think the negative side of it also, we'll have a people, even like with plastic surgery, we are having people that are creating the same kind of human being, the same kind of facial structure. The one narrow noses, I don't know, is like a square chin, I don't even know. So you will see people that look the same human being that are not human being, they look like extraterrestrial being. You are my favorite YouTuber. Please, 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 can you do one of my favorite, one favor for me? Can you say this sentence? Gawak Yazalmati. Gawak Yazalmati. Did I say it correctly? Gawak Yazalmati. Hopefully, I'm not insulting anybody. King Hasnimi, I'm European. Where in Europe? I forgot where you're from. That's good. Say it. I say Gawak Yazalmati. The perfect African. Who is the perfect African? Who's the perfect African? But then again, you are saying, what's up, my friend? Gawakia Zalmati. All right, I thank you, thank you. Also, usba in that sentence. Also, King Hasnimio, you speak that language. Are you originally from Jordan? Because that's a Jordanese language, right? So yeah, guys, unfortunately for me, for us, all of us that are right now talking, we won't be there when this thing, when the thing that I'm talking about will, when the time arrives, we won't be there. You see, right now, we are fighting against the advancement of humanity. Some of us, the ethical people, are fighting. We are resisting, but you can resist. You can resist for as long as you want, but it's gonna happen. Yeah, Zalmati, an African built with future from all over the continent. Nah, bro, I think majority, even African, will disappoint us. We have people, oh, you're half, okay. We have, I am Bosnians and half Jordanian. Wow, but you speak Arabic. That's crazy. How many languages do you speak? We have people in the continents that are trying to bleach their skin to have a lighter skin. So that's what worry me. I feel like, when the time, if they have that technology, majority of us will try to look like it, will try to acquire European futures. Son of Soweto, you still there? Or you got defeated? For those of you guys who are joining me right now, we are talking about a technology. We are talking about Doctor Who. Let me say his name. Doctor Who Jiankui. This dude right here. This is the dude that I'm talking about. This is the dude that I'm talking about. The guy you seen on your screen. He's the first guy to perform a genome editing on human being. And the babies, the twins, are out. What he did was, two a couple, a group of couple who are who are like, the lady that was HIV positive came to see him in his lab, and they wanted to have baby, but they don't want the baby to be HIV positive. So he went ahead and took the eggs. I mean, a number of 30 something eggs from the ladies, from the mom, and he genetically modified, edited. He cut that portion of gene that will make those children prone or susceptible to HIV. So now the children were born, the twins are born, but they have a gene that resists HIV. So even though they were born, their mom is HIV positive, they themselves are HIV negative, and they actually resist. So meaning, even if they come in contact with a HIV positive person, they won't be, it won't affect them. So that's what happened, you know. And I think it is interesting. I think it is interesting. And once the guy did it, Gawaki Zalmati. Yeah, I'm learning English. I'm learning what is it? Jordanian dialect. Can you say this, please, King Hashimio? Ana khanzir wa ib al hawir wa ana khara. It means I'm good and I am fine. How are you? Ah, bro, hey, you think I don't know Arabic? You think I don't know Arabic, King Asdemio? You just calling me Ana Khanzir, meaning that wa Ibn al Hawir, meaning that I am a pig and son of I don't know what Hawir mean. I know all of that, bro. You disappointed me, man. I didn't think of you. I didn't think of you as someone who will say that to me. You guys are sending this thing. I live in an Arab world. I know what it means. So I'm reading it as though I don't know, but I know. So, but that's an answer. Don't say it to any other person. Cage Lion, you are my favorite YouTuber ever. Please, can you say something for me? Gawak Ana Gawan Ana Nash Hammer, bro. Yeah. So, this is what we're talking about. We want people. We want to talk about. We want to give Doctor um Doctor Who Jiankui. We're gonna give him his flowers. He's a fantastic doctor. He's a fantastic doctor. It is a Jordanian saying. Okay, he's a fantastic doctor. So guys, I was saying that I was talking about the Superman. Superman movies out there, but like I say, very soon all of this or everything that you see in Marvel movie is gonna be you're gonna see them in front of you in your face. But you and me won't be there. Please say Anna ibn Kalb. That means I'm a son of dogs. So you guys I speak a lot of languages, bro. I speak a lot of languages, so don't try me. You try me, I know I speak a lot of languages. I know what you guys are saying, and I understand all of that. But let us come back to the discussion, the topic of the day, which is CRISPR Cas9 plus G plus AI. We didn't even touch about the AI portion. We're just talking about the technique itself. We're just talking about Doctor Who. And this is one of his interview. Listen to scientists.
First, it's against the Chinese law to disclose the identity of HIV positive people in public. Second, so for this specific couple, it's on the careful monitoring health, and I think I would propose that it's the data or information should be open to necessary regulatory. Two beautiful little Chinese girls named Lulu and Nana came crying into the world as healthy as any other babies a few weeks ago. The girls are home now with their mom Grace and their dad Mark. Grace started her pregnancy by regular IVF with one difference.
Thank you for the thumbs up. I see a lot of people are giving me thumbs up. Thank you, guys. Spread the message, man. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up, and also share it with your friend because we're talking about a very important topic. Please, Cage Lion, you're the best YouTuber. Please say Gawak ya Gawak ya Nash ya Nashama. Gawak ya Nashama. I said it for you. I said everything for you guys. It doesn't matter. So this is the professor. This guy right here that I'm showing you is this is the professor and the twin girls. So the first human being scientist to create genetically modify or edit a gene of a human is this guy right here. He's telling us why he did it and to whom he did it. And the babies, the first two baby born of gene from gene editing are called Lulu and Nana. I think this is just a pseudonym that was given to these people. Thank you for all the thumbs up. Thank you for everything that you guys are doing. Thank you. I appreciate that. So let listen to the professors and see what he's saying.
Two beautiful little Chinese girls named Lulu and Nana came crying into the world as healthy as any other babies a few weeks ago. The girls are home now with their mom Grace and their dad Mark. Grace started her pregnancy by regular IVF, with one difference. Right after we sent her husband's sperm into her egg, we also sent in a little bit of protein and instruction for a gene surgery. When Lulu and last was just a single cell, this surgery removed the doorway through which HIV entered to infect people.
Oh, so
Days
they performed the surgery when the baby was just single cell. This is a very important. This is a very, here in the state, people are debating about the abortions. People are saying when is the right time to do the abortion, when is not the right time to do the abortion. People don't even know when is the right time. So this guy is telling us that that surgery he was performed when the baby was still single cell. So he performed the surgery on a single cell when they were still single cells. He genetically he went in and he cut that portion of the gene and removed that portion of the gene um, out of those baby, out of those embryo, and because of that, those babies are now um, resistant. They are now resistant to HIV. I am sorry for what my brother say. I was in the bathroom when he said that. I am very sorry. No, don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it, man. I got you. I got you. I know that we are playing. I'm practicing my Arabic also. But guys, I know what you guys. I know, guys. You don't mean like to be mean. We just playing. Please forgive me. Yes, you are forgiven, man. Don't ask for forgiveness. I'm not even mad. Wow, your brother is crazy. I can't believe that. I'm very, very sorry. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's all right. It's all right. You're such a nice person. Yes, yes. We are always happy. Guys, hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up and also share. Yo, King Hasnimi, you share the live also. Share the live with your people. Maybe some people will be dang, you're so nice. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. You guys are wonderful as well. You guys are wonderful. Share the life with your friends and family, and right now, for those of you guys, I know that majority of you guys are watching. Majority of you guys are big fan of Marvel movie and DC, and all of those characters, and I know that Superman is out there, and I'm telling you, I'm just showing you guys. You see all of the pictures that I put on my screen, and I'm asking you which one that doesn't belong. All of these things are the things that will allow you to do what he did, what this guy is doing. So these are the instrument, the equipment that you will be doing if you become a biotech and you work in a lab. Those are the things that you will be familiar with, and I'm trying to make you guys be aware of those equipment so that you guys can actually like biotechnology. Biotechnology is gonna be big. I'm your Habibi, man. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, and thank you for all the support, and thank you for all the sharing and all of that that beautiful thing that you guys are doing. Because of you guys, we are actually doing what we're supposed to be doing. So yeah, this is the professor. The professor is explaining to us how he was able to perform that gene editing. We checked how the gene surgery went. The result? No, biotechnology is limited. How is that? How is that so? How do why what make you think biotechnology is? I think it's limited because of human being trying to limit it. With Elon Musk, he's trying to create a chip. They want to create a chip that they can put in your brain that will allow you to think faster, to have a higher IQ than the one you have already. Elon Musk is trying to come up with that. They're trying to create a superhuman. Some people want to create a super intelligent human. Some people want to create a super human in a sense that they're big and that they can fly. Some people want to mix. So All of the thing I'm telling you guys, you listen, you have heard it here first. All of the character that you seen in a movie, in animation, in in TV, all of them you'll be able to see them live one day. If you were to come back 1,000 years from now or 2,000 years from now, you'll be meeting those character in the street, on the street. It would be nice if you were reading article. Okay, I'm reading. I'll show you the article that the article about that thing. Um, so like I said, the guy is from Southern University of Science and Technology in China. He was dismissed in 2018. The reason why is because of the outcry, international cry. So he was working for a Southern University in China, and then when he performed that genome editing, there's a lot international, a lot of scientists around the world, you know, they criticize him. They put a lot of pressure on Chinese government and the institution where he was working at, and he got dismissed. And he got actually put created. He got actually put in a. He was jail actually. They put him in prison. When he came out as a major scientific advancement, the announcement was initially praised. Listen to this: the announcement of Lulu and Nana. So in November 2018, he announced that he had created the first human genetically edited babies, twin girls who were born modified with HIV resistance in October 2018, and were known by their pseudonyms Lulu and Nana. The announcement was initially praised in the press as a major scientific advancement. However, following scrutiny on how the experiment was executed, he received a widespread condemnation from the public and scientific community. An investigation report showed that he raised money for his research to evade government and university research regulation. His research activity was suspended by the Chinese authority on 29 of November 2018, and he was fired by the by the institute where he was working at on 21 January 2019. On 30 December 2019, a Chinese district court found him guilty of illegal practice of medicine. Um, he was sentenced to 3 years in prison with a fine of 3 million yuan. He was released from prison in April of 2022, and in February 2023, his application for Hong Kong work visa was granted but was soon revoked after the Hong Kong Immigration Department launched a criminal investigation against him for making false statement in his application. In September of 2023, he was recruited by the Wuchang University of Technology, a private college in Wuhan, to serve as the inaugural director of the school genetic medicine. He was listed as one of 100 of Time 100 most influential people of 2019 in the section pioneer. At the same time, he was refer as rogue scientist. So guys, this is he back to academia? No, he's back, but he's working with a private university. So I can read, if you read between the line what happened to him here. So he was working in a university, a big institute in China, and that institute actually and then when he worked in silent, but the university know, because there's not the research that you can do in a university without the university knowing it. And so they knew everything. And then he did it in private when he announced that he was the first person to genetically modify the gene of human being. The international community cry. The international community cry, and they started, condemning what he did. They start talking about ethic, and they put pressure on that Chinese university. And that Chinese university dismissed him, um and then they put a lot of crisis. I saw a lot of his interview, and that led to his imprisonment. So the Chinese government decided to put him in prison, and they released him after 3 years with fine. And then he wanted to go to Hong Kong so that he can work. He thought like Hong Kong was more free, is freer than. He didn't know that the pressure is actually coming from international communities. Actually, there's actually more pressure on Hong Kong institute than the Chinese institute. So the Hong Kong people also wanted to try him. So he stayed in China, but he's now working privately. And I think they're trying to shut him down. This thing that he did, he's supposed to be. I think people, human beings, supposed to just praise him, and he's supposed to win that Nobel Prize for scientific discovery. But instead of that, they actually went ahead and criticized him and did him dirty, and just put him in a newspaper. So yeah, guys, he was just sacrificed. That's what they do to. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. The reason why I'm telling you guys I'm not with those people is because I know the policy. I know you can see from when you read. I watch a lot of his conference, a lot of his conference in Thai in Singapore. There's a meeting that he held in Singapore where he presented his lectures, and I saw how the scientific, that the Western scientists, how they came after him like crazy, bro. They came after him like if you it is like there's I think let me see. This is it is in Hong Kong. Is a lecture. There's a lecture of him meeting with those international scientists in in Singapore, and these people try to crucify him. And some of them were coming. If you listen to what the concern of those guys, of those scientists, you would think that, oh, these are not scientists, these are religious people, religious leaders. They look to me like more like a religious leader than they are. And these are the same scientists who came who when they are having, when they are discussing in a Western world, they talk about, oh, religion, when we are in a lab, we leave religion outside of the lab. They criticize religious people, but when they meet a person from outside of their whatever it is, outside of the, when a person outside of of their group, of their leagues, come up with a discovery as big as this one, then then they become religion. They take the side of religious people. They become ethic. They become the people who talk about ethics and all of that nonsense. But yeah, this is the guy.
The surgery worked safely as intended. Grace's pregnancy was normal, which we monitored closely by ultrasound and blood tests. After birth, we again deep sequencing Lulu and Nana's whole genome. This verified the gene surgery worked safely. No gene was changed except the one to prevent HIV infection. The girls.
So listen to what he said. So even though he performed the gene editing, he said he didn't change any gene. What he did is he just targeted the gene that is responsible for making a person susceptible to HIV. So he found that gene that is gonna make those embryo be susceptible or be prone to HIV, and he knocked them out. He cut that portion out. He cut that portion out. That's what he did.
As safe, healthy as any other babies. When Mark saw her daughter for the first time, he said that he never thought he could be a father. No, has found a reason to live, a reason to walk.
Does he say how he identified those genes? No, this is a technique that these are the methods that he's not able. These are, technology is not given, and the Western world, they should blame themselves. The reason why there are people, there are countries that are very well developed and countries that are not very well developed is because people do not share their technology with another people. And the people who started is the Western world. So right now, many people in the Western world are saying that his method are not very well, are very clear. He didn't tell them how he did it. Well, You guys are the number one. The reason why we have big pharmaceutical company here that are gatekeeping the drugs manufacturers and they're not telling anybody is because you guys don't want to share technology. Even the AI system, they want to, people want to have it for themselves. So I'm not gonna blame the scientists, the scientists for refusing to share all the knowledge on how they manage to, and that's the technique because everybody know all of the scientists are are doing it, but he has his own technique, man. He's he was able to get there, and he said that the babies are safe, they're healthy, they're just normal babies, but he's not willing to share. And just like I was telling you, when it comes to technology, many countries are gatekeeping. People only give technology to certain people that they find that they think are close to them. So the technology has been like that. The developed countries are gatekeeping their way of doing things. They don't want to give it to other people, and so I'm not gonna blame him for not wanting to share knowledge. Maybe you should just share it, like But all the thing that he share, the Western country are saying, "Oh, this is not enough. They want more."
Purpose. You see, Mark babies. When Mark saw a daughter for the first time, he said that he never thought he could be a father. No.
And I think for people who are concerned, who are the concerned, the ethical people, the people who are concerned about ethic behind all of it, listen to his justification. His justification is that these are patients, these are people. The parents never thought that they would be able to reproduce because of the fact that they were HIV positive. So if you are HIV positive, you don't want to reproduce, you don't want to give a birth to a child that is also HIV positive. And because of that, without that technology, because of that, those patients were thinking that it's over for them. They will never be able to reproduce. They will never be able to have babies. But his technique, he helped them achieve their goal, which is to have to be able to have a baby just like any other human being, to not worry about that their baby may come with certain diseases. Do not redeem NPC content. What's up, my brother? How are you doing? We're talking about crypto. Not crypto. We're talking about gene editing, human gene editing. Are you again or are you with or against human going in and manipulating human gene, embryo gene, um, for the sake of to prevent diseases, for preventive purposes. So the one I'm talking about is Lulu and Nana, who are the first human that were born with with their gene being modified or edited using a technique called CRISPR-Cas9. So this is a doctor that did it, and he's explaining how he did it. Um, Talking about crypto, yeah, I forgot I was talking about crypto. If you guys want to talk about crypto, we can have a live stream where we can talk about crypto very soon. But crypto, I mean, the past 2 days, Bitcoin and XRP went like crazy. So this is the only thing that I can tell you guys. I think right now Bitcoin is around 117 or 18,000.
Has found a reason to live, a reason to work, purpose. You see, Mark has HIV. Discrimination in many developed countries make the virus worse. Employer fire people like Mark. Doctor deny medical care and even falsely sterilize a woman. Mark and Grace couldn't bear to bring a child into that world of fear. Mark's
I think is ethically what he did was the right thing. He said that the patients were concerned. They went to see different doctors. They wanted to be able to have kids. They don't want their kid to be HIV positive because they themselves are HIV positive. A lot of scientists are telling them that it is impossible, that they are doomed. that since they are HIV positive, they won't be able to have children. And this is where he come in. He came in. He say, okay, I have a technique. I'm a scientist. I work in a biotechnology. I have a technique that will be able to help you and have baby without that baby being what am I say? Uh, HIV positive, and that's what he did. No, let's not talk about crypto. I'm black and slow like a biotechnology conversation. Where's that guy? Where's our guys? The what is his name again? Um, my friend from Phoenix. He's a our friend from Phoenix. He work in a he's very knowledgeable when it comes to CRISPR Cas9 gene editing. Guys, so now this dude here, he performed this procedures was this procedure was performed back in 2018, and the baby were born and they were healthy and they're healthy and normal. And now 2025 we have not only we can do CRISPR, we can do gene editing, we can also associate that gene editing with AI. So AI will assist human being in performing or gene editing in the future. So we are getting there, guys. We are getting there. Do not worry about it. We are getting there. And sooner or later we'll be there. Does he say at which point the editing was done? I mean, was it before fertilizations? It was before fertilizations. I think it would be before fertilization because because the eggs were the one he worried about the eggs. He wasn't worried about the sperm. So he took the eggs, 32, I think 32 eggs, and I think he took 32 eggs, and then he tried and fell maybe around maybe 21 of them fell, and then I think that this is where the problem lie, right? Because we have grown to believe that human life is sacred. People don't want you to play with human gene or human eggs, so they don't want you. So you see here he took like 32 eggs and he has to test. Not all of them all of them, some of them fell. You can't just like come in and do it and everything work perfectly. So he will try this one and this one fell. And what happened when you do your work and your work fell, and then the human develop with some abnormalities, you know. So this is where where we worry about. This is where the worry is coming from.
Told me something I didn't fully appreciate. A gene surgery that could save a child from a lethal genetic disease like cystic fibrosis or from a life-threatening infection like HIV. It doesn't just give that little boy or girl an equal chance at a healthy life. We heal a whole family. As a father of two girls, I can't think of a gift more beautiful and wholesome for the society than giving another couple a chance to start a loving family. The media heaped panic about Louis Brown's birth as the first IVF baby. But for 40 years, regulation and morals has developed together with IVF, ensuring only therapeutic application to have more than 8 million children came into this world. Gene surgery is another heaped panic than giving another couple a chance to start a loving family. The media heaped panic about Louis Brown's birth as the first IVF baby. But
Faris is back. Welcome back. Welcome back, Sir Faris. How are you? I'm doing wonderful. Son of Soweto, my old friend. Yeah. Does he say about editing? Yeah, he didn't say about at what point. I'm still listening to see where at what point did the editing take place. But welcome back. Welcome, Faris. We're talking about gene editing. Do you know anything about gene editing? Editing. Do you know anything? Do you know anything about gene itself? Because you're still young. So it looked like this guy is associated. He looked like Lulu and Nana are not the only children that have their gene edited. Hey, son of Soweto, you remember Faris, right? He's from Saudi Arabia.
for 40 years, regulation and morals has developed together with IVF, ensuring only therapeutic application to have more than 8 million children came into this world. Gene surgery is another IVF advancement and is only meant to help a small number of families. For few children, early gene surgery may be the only viable way to heal an inherited disease and prevent a lifetime suffering. We hope you have the mercy for them.
Yeah, he's yeah. So a lot of disease, a lot of chronic diseases will be prevented with this kind of techniques. Like I say, guys, my take on this issue, on this crisis, on this outcry, on this fight between the Western world and the Eastern world is that is a jealousy, envy, envy, and jealousy. That's what I take. That's my take on it. You know, I think we should just appreciate. We should just accept that the person actually did a fantastic job. He actually and 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 we live in a social media era, right? So nobody's gonna take this one from you from him. Nobody's gonna say, oh, I am the first. No scientist after Doctor Who will come and say I'm the first person to do gene editing on human. That's it. That case is closed. The first one to do gene editing, to perform gene editing, is talking to you right now. And the first twins are Lulu and Nana.
Their parents don't want a designer baby, just a child who won't suffer from a disease which medicine cannot prevent. Gene surgery is and should remain a technology for healing. Enhancing IQ or selecting higher or higher color is not what a loving partner does. That should be banned.
Also, so he agreed that the what is it? The cosmetic reasoning of gene editing should be banned. So this is the worry, right? I was worried about. For me, my worry is that people will use it in a different way, and that some people will be using it for cosmetic purposes. So modifying the eye color. You see, right now, a lot of people are having lens to give them blue eyes and shit like that. And so many people will be, once this thing happen, once this procedure is accepted, many people will opt for certain characteristic. So we'll start seeing human being with blue eyes everywhere. We'll start seeing human being with narrow noses everywhere. We will not start, the diversity in shape and character, in height. That's what make us like what make this world beautiful, right? All of this diversity. If we have with that technology in hands, we will all start to look like the same, because people are just people. Yeah, at least that's what I'm thinking. That's what I think. You know me, guys. Once again, this is my domain. I am in a biotech myself. My work is on DNA and RNA and shit like that. And I thought like this subject is actually interesting. It's actually interesting. It's been 2 years, nearly 2 years since Dr. He Jiankui, a Chinese researcher and an ex-professor at Southern University in Shenzhen, China, created the first germline edited babies. He sparked an international outcry and was sentenced to prison 3 years. Damn. Lulu and Nana, resistant to HIV. He claimed to give the twins, known by their pseudonym as Lulu and Nana, resistant to HIV by disabling a gene called CCR5. What is gene CCR5? CCR5. CCR, CCR, CCR5 is a protein, specifically a chemokine receptors on the surface of some immune cells, particularly T cells and macrophages. It plays a crucial role in immune response and, importantly, act as a co-receptor for HIV entry into cell. So, guys, this is a protein CCR5. CCR5 is a protein. That's the CCR5 is a protein that Doctor Who was able to disable or like make it not functional. And people are saying that is a chemokine receptor. So it's a chemokine receptor. You know what chemokines are, right? Or receptor on the surface of some immune cell, particularly T cell and macrophages. You know, people with HIV, what HIV virus do to people is that they lower the level of T cell, right? That's what they do. So this doctor was able to go to do an internal to go in look in the cell of the baby and look for that immune cell receptor. So he went in and found that T cell receptors and macrophages receptors, and he cut them off. Right, and we are told that it play a crucial role in immune response, and importantly act as a co-receptor for HIV entry into cell. So HIV cannot enter into the cell without the presence of that CCR5. Damn. Mutation in CCR5 gene, particularly the CCR5 delta 32 mutation, can affect HIV infection and even provide resistance to it. Okay, so that's the mechanism. That's the mechanism behind his work. Doctor, once again, if you're joining me right now, we're talking about the Lulu. We're talking about Doctor Who and his work on Lulu and Nana. I mean, the two baby that were born, the two human baby that were born um, without CCR5 protein. And if you don't know, Doctor Who actually use a technique called CRISPR-Cas9 to cut a protein that is usually found on the surface of macrophages and T cell. T cells are T cell are needed to fight viruses, right? Macrophages are just there. They are not a specific. They engulf. They swallow foreign bodies. Like foreign body. They're not very specific. They just see something that is foreign. They try to swallow that thing. They engulf that thing. That's what macrophages does. And then the T cells in your body. T cell are immune system. T cell are very specific. T cell need memories. T cell need B cell to work. So in your immune system, you have B cells and T cells. B cell need to the B cell, your antibody and all of that. They need to first recognize that foreign things before your T cell can actually start functioning and trying to kill those things. Because T cell are usually known as toxic. What is it? Cytotoxic or something like that. They're killers. They need to know. Am I talking something that makes sense to you guys or not? For those of you who are coming right now, we're still talking about, and I'm just talking about the mechanism of how Doctor Hugh was able, the mechanism behind his procedures. So Doctor Hugh decided that he will help a patient, a mom who is a HIV positive, to have a baby. And his thing is that, and in order to achieve that, he took eggs from that lady who is HIV positive, and who is actually dying to have children. He took her eggs, and he went and targeted a protein, a gene called CCR5, which is a protein. He targeted that gene and he cut it off. He disabled that gene, and that gene usually is found on T cells of your immune system and macrophages. And that gene is crucial, is necessary for HIV. So it's a receptor. Without that protein, without that receptor, the HIV particle and virus will not be able to enter into your cells. So you disable that, and that's it. And those baby now are resistant to HIV. Not only that, they were born from a HIV positive person without HIV, but they also can now can now have relation with people. You know how HIV, how people get infected, how people get infected with HIV is through, like, relation. If you come in contact with the blood, with any bodily fluid, whether it's through intercourse or through kissing, shit like that, or through blood transfusion. So that's how you get infected with HIV. So now those children, those Lulu and Nana, will not only they are born from a HIV positive person, but the HIV negative, they can even take blood from HIV negative without getting impacted or getting infected because they don't have the receptors for there's a receptor needed for the HIV virus to get into your cell. And without the virus, remember, virus are they are not fully independent. Virus need to take over your cells in order to reproduce, to do whatever. So they need to invade your cell. They need to enter into your cell and then co-opt and then take over all the machinery that your cell have, and they use the machinery to produce their own protein. That's the way virus function. That's why many people see them as though they're not alive, is live. They're not living things because they cannot uh, do the work of living things just by themselves. They need another living things in order to do um, to reproduce. Beautiful chemokine, a small signaling protein. This binding trigger intracellular signaling pathway that influence cell movement and immune response, particularly the recruitment of CCR5 as a HIV co-receptor. For HIV to infect a cell, it need to bind to two receptors on the cell surface, CD4 and a co-receptor, which is often CCR5. Delta mutation, a deletion of 32 base pair in CC. Oh, a deletion in 32 base pair in the CCR5 gene result in non-functional protein that cannot be used by HIV to enter the cell. Mutation, especially those who with two copy of mutation are less susceptible to HIV. Are you guys still there? Or am I boring you with this biological lecture?
Understand my work will be controversial, but I believe family need this technology, and I'm willing to take the criticism for them. So you can learn more about the moral value and work. We'll post a few more simple video. You can also visit our NAP website via the link below. If you wish to write Lulu and Nana or myself, use the email on your screen.
All right, Doctor.
View the link below. If you wish to write Lulu and Nana or myself, use the email on your screen.
Write to our labs. Guys, do you think I should write to Son of Soweto? Are you still here? Do you think I should write to Dr. Lulu?
The email.
Do you think I should write to Doctor Who about his work? This is a good thing. If I can have a meeting, if I can have a meeting with Doctor Who, that would be great, right? I think I should write. I should write to Doctor Who. I should write to Doctor Who. Um. About this thing. Let me see. This is his email.
The email on your screen.
Okay. Jiankulab@gmail.com. Jiankulab. I'm gonna write an email to Jiankulab, and I ask him. I would like to learn a little bit about his research, his work on Lulu and Nana. And if he can give me a chance to talk to him, that would be great. Okay. To Jianku. Jiang. Guys, I'm writing to the Professor Hu Jianku Lab. Hu Jianku Lab at gmail.com. Guys, son of Soweto, you still there? I want to write to the professor who Jiankui. What do you think I should tell him? Guys, I want to have an interview with the professor, with the guy who created the first human, or who performed genome editing on human, the first human to edit a human genome. I wanna have an interview with him. Do you guys think I should or I should not? Tell me if you think I should just go ahead and do it, or I just forget about it. Tell me. Yeah, I'm gonna write an email. Woo. Email to professor. Professor who he G Yang Ku. If you're coming right now, we just discussed about gene editing in human, and we talked about Professor Hugh Juanku, and you know, and now I'm just sitting here. I'm writing an email to the professors to tell him that I would like to actually talk to him in person. I appreciate his work, and I would like to one day be able to talk to him. And yeah, Ooh. Guys, are you guys still there, or am I the only one who's waiting here? I'm gonna go for break, I guess. If you guys are out here, please hit that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Hit that thumbs up. We are live. I'm writing an email. I'm writing an email to a professor of to a professors to the professors that was able to create the first human genome. Was able to edit was the first human to edit human genome. I mean, it's complex. English is not my first language, guys. So you gotta forgive me. English is not my first language. Yeah, but so I'm writing an email to Professor Who. Guys, let me read the email that I wrote, and you guys can tell me if you find it interesting. So this is my email: deep admiration for your work, an invitation to discuss the future of genome editing and AI. Okay, dear Professor Who, I hope this message find you well. My name is ten 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 ten. Ten. I'm not gonna give you Cage Lion. You guys know me as a Cage Lion. So I'm gonna say my name is Cage Lion, and I'm a biologist and a medical scientist with a strong passion for molecular biology and genetics. I'm writing to express my sincere admiration for your groundbreaking and courageous work in the field of genome editing. Your efforts in pioneering CRISPR-Cas9 application in human embryo, despite the global controversy, opened the door to a new era of biomedical possibility. While the ethical implication continue to spark debate, the scientific boldness of your approach has undeniably shaped the global conversation on the future of gene editing. As someone who actively engage with a growing audience of scientists, students, and curious mind through educational media and live stream. I'm talking about you guys. So this is about you guys. I often speak about your work. So today I'm talking about this day that I spoke about Professor whose work, particularly in the context of the involving. Whoa, what's up, my brother? What's up? What's up? Son of Soweto, you're back. Yes, Mamba Faris. Yo, yeah, yeah. I'm writing an email. Listen to my email and tell me if you think it's correct. I'm writing to the professors. I would like to have the professors on in our stream, and I would like to interact with him if he accept that. If he accept my invitation, I will be able to actually bring the professors on our live and in our live, and you guys will be able to interact with him. But listen to my message to him. Your effort in pioneering CRISPR-Cas9 application in human embryo, despite the global controversy, opened the door to a new era of biomedical possibility. Guys, also like I wrote it and I allow AI ChatGPT to correct me. So ChatGPT edited my writing. This is what ChatGPT came up with. While the ethical implication continue to spark debate, the scientific boldness of your approach has undeniably shaped the global conversation on the future of gene editing. As someone who actively engaged with growing audience of science, I'm talking about you guys when I say growing audience of scientists, student, and curious mind through educational media and live stream. I often speak about your work, particularly in the context of evolving synergy between CRISPR technology and the artificial intelligence. Many in my audience are deeply intrigued and inspired by your research, and they are eager to hear directly from you. I'm talking about you, Mr. Son of Soweto. I would be honored to have a personal conversation with you to explore your current vision for genome editing, especially as AI begin to transform the precision predictability and scalability of CRISPR-based intervention. I believe your insight could help bridge the gap between innovation and responsibility in the next generation of gene therapy. If you are open to it, I would be grateful for an opportunity to sit down virtually or in person. In person, that ChatGPT added this in person. I virtually because I'm not in China right now, but I'm open to go to China, guys. If he want to sit down with me for an interview, and I will be traveling to China. I'll prepare myself and travel to China and meet the professors, and we can have a discussions. If he want, we can actually live stream that or in person to exchange idea, hear your thoughts, and discuss how they feel my progress responsibly in the new era of technological integrations. Thank you for your time, and regardless of your availability, I deeply appreciate the impact your work has had on shaping scientific history. Warm regard, yeah, a cage lion, a biotech, and a medical scientist. All right, guys, do you guys like my message? Son of Soweto, if you're there, tell me if you like my message or no. Do you like the message I'm sending to Professor? Do you like the message I'm sending to Professor Who? Professor Who is gonna receive my message? Tell me if you like that message. Let me add my number, guys. All right, I'm gonna add my number. Let me add the subject. Let me add the subject. Guys, if you're coming right now, I'm just writing to Professor Who and asking him to join me. Yeah. Wow, 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 wow. I just what? Deep admiration of your work. That's the title. That's the subject. That's the subject. Guys, I have decided to write to the professors and Dr. He Jiankui. That one is done. So what are you guys talking about? All right, I finished that portion. I finished that portion. Ma, 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 ma. I finished that portion. I'm looking at myself. I'm supposed to be able to send this thing. What? Bro, guys, thank you, thank you, thank you. Guys, you know that YouTube now has become like, it's becoming like a TikTok. You are able to send gift just like TikTok. Maybe send flowers, shit. Is YouTube copying TikTok, or is YouTube trying to be YouTube? But I like it either way. I like it either way. Guys, we're talking about AI and gene editing in human body. For those of you who are coming just right now, we have discussed the ethical implications of human genome editing. And as you guys know, there's a Chinese professor. His name is Dr. Hu. And I just finished writing an email to Dr. Hu asking him if he can actually give us a meeting. I want to be able to talk to that person. Dr. Hu is the first person ever to genetically modify or edit human genome. And he was successful in doing what in achieving his goal. So and there's a lot of criticism. If you're coming right now, this is the dude that I'm talking about. This is Dr. Who. Are you guys seeing it? Doctor Who, and he's a Chinese professor, scientist, biologist. He was able to so as what he was saying was that the patient came to him, a patient that was HIV positive came to him. They say they wanted to be able to have children, but they don't want their children to be HIV positive. They wanted his help, and he, as a professional, he as a specialist in genome and genome editing, he told them it is possible, even though majority of the hospitals say it's not possible. He give the family the hope, tell them that it is possible that they have that children without the children being impacted by the negatively impacted by the HIV positive mom. So he went ahead and he genetically went ahead and he took eggs from the mom, cut that portion of eggs where the HIV that portion of gene that will make the children the kid HIV prone or susceptible to HIV, cut that portion out, and the babies were born without any issue, and they're born normal, but they are resistant. But since we're talking about Doctor Who, this is his wife, guys. Let's talk a little bit about his wife. His wife, she's from Canada. She's from Canada. This is his wife. This is his wife. This is Instagram. This is Instagram, guys. She's from Canada. Her name is Katy. Katy. This is the wife. All right. Look how she's clean, man. This professor is winning in life, man. He's winning in life. He's his husband. Her husband is no, I mean the professor you know his wife is beautiful and she's smart too. Um Beijing, China. This is the wife of the professor. This professor is a big winner, man. This professor made it. This professor made it, man. Look at his wife. Her name is Kathy Tai. She's a Chinese origin, but she is a Canadian. She hold a Canadian citizen. She too is an entrepreneur. She has a biotech startup. I think she has a biotech startup. So yeah, this is the people that I'm talking about. Very beautiful. Let me write something. I think I need to. Can I will ask her for collaboration. I'll ask to collaborate with her. That I am a new. I'm new into this thing. I want to collaborate. Do you guys think I should ask her for the call for collaboration or no? Ask her. I want to collaborate. I want her to come in and stream with us and talk to us about the thing that she's doing. But she's cute. Oh, the Brace of Lights, how gene editing a startup called the Los Angeles Project will create actual literal unicorn and more. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. CRISPR gene editing may choose multiple, design your own organism. Oh, this is our lab. Swipe left. CRISPR gene edit may choose multiple SOCS2, a regular of growth hormone shows that this edit will increase the size of the animal by a factor of 2. what? MSTN1, a negative regulator of muscle growth, so that this edit will result in muscle. What is in muscle animal? What is this? Muscly animal. TYR. An enzyme that, when edited, will result in loss of melanin. Ooh, bleaching enzyme. Guys, I was just telling you, son of Soweto, if you still there, I was just telling you right now, technology, there will be technology, the gene editing technology will lead to a revolution in plastic surgery. And right now there's a lot of people in developing nations, and like India and Africa and some Asian countries, South American countries, that are bleaching themselves. Remember the what is it, the struggle surrounding Michael Jackson about bleaching. So a lot of people are bleaching, and sometimes the bleaching is not working properly. So now the wife of this guy is telling us that there's a way through gene editing where you can achieve melanin, an enzyme that, when edited, will result in loss of melanin. Boom. I would like to talk to this lady. She's I don't know, man. How do I, what can I say? How can I will try. I will try. Let me dig. TYR, an enzyme that, when edited, will result in loss of melanin. More what? Numerous digit. Insertion of fluorescence jellyfish in green fluorescent protein, which results in a green fluorescence. Damn! I have already told you guys that people will have we will have like a superhuman character very soon. You guys don't believe me? All right, wait for it. Wait. Yeah, this is yo. Welcome. I am sitting here. I'm writing to a lot of people, man. I am connecting with a lot of people in the biotech. This is a place. This is a place where you can where we can sit down and talk about biotech and talk just about anything. So, ooh, Yeah. Yeah, guys, sorry, I am just busy writing some things to scientists around the world. You have to write to these people, man. You have to beg them to come to our channel. I'm writing to these scientists, begging them, please come to my channel. Please come to talk to me about the discovery, the invention that you um man, let me finish this. Yeah, I'm begging this woman to come and hi, my name is Kate Lyon. I'm a biologist and a medical doctor currently working as a biologist, NGS slash NGS scientist. Recently, I was reading about gene editing and came across the incredible work you and your husband did with editing the genome of human cells for the first time, and I found it absolutely fascinating and inspiring. I also came across some of your interview on YouTube where you mentioned that we may soon have the ability to create superhumans similar to characters from Marvel. That idea truly intrigued me, and I would love to learn more about the science and the vision behind it. As a content creator passionate about science and futures of medicine, I'll be honored to have a chance to speak with you about the work you and your families are doing. Thank you for your. Ooh. Beautiful. You think I should send this message to the wife of the professor? I already sent a message to the professor himself. Hopefully, he will respond to my message. But I'm gonna send this message to the wife. I think the wife is even nicer. Yeah. Welcome, 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 guys. Don't mind me. I'm just writing a message. I'm writing an email to Professor Hugh. Professor Hugh is a Chinese professor, a Chinese biologist. He is the first human to genome edit a human cells. So back in 2018, and um, people, people like cry. In the scientific world, cry a lot about what he did. People talk about ethic and morality and religious. They use their religion to say that it's not to condemn what he did, that he shouldn't manipulate human gene. Um, but this is his wife, guys. This is the wife that I'm sending message. I was texting. So I managed to find his wife on Instagram, and I text her, and I just DM her. I send her something. I ask her for a meetup. I want to be able to create a content. I want to be able to have her on our stream if she doesn't mind, or I want to be able to interview her and then post the video later on. I want to ask her about her company and about everything. Forcing go, forcing go. I'm gonna take a break and then I will resume. Oh my god. I use the restroom. I come back. What the heck? Oh my god. Oh shit. All right, guys, I'm gonna take a break and I'll be back.